What you are about to see is a short fragment of an interview with Putin's former main political opponent, Boris Nemtsov, in which he shares his opinion about why Putin wants to control Ukraine. Putin is ordered to assassinate him in March 2015, just a couple of hundred meters away from the Kremlin, shortly after Nemtsov has announced that he will be running for president. Here we go. We have to understand that he is taking revenge on Ukraine because of their anti-crime, anti-corruption protests, the Euromaidan 2014, which resulted in the overthrow of the corrupt thief president Putin's friend Yanukovych. He is taking revenge on Ukraine to show Russians that such a way of overthrowing corrupt presidential thief does not work. Another reason why he is creating this war with Ukraine is that he sees a big threat in the democratic European political choice of the Ukrainians. This is a threat to Putinism and his regime, because the European choice stands for democracy, changing political leaders, a rule of law, etc. All this opposes Putin's one-man monopoly on power, police state, lawlessness and corruption. The success of Ukraine on their European way is a catastrophe for Putin, and a chance for Russians to also go on the same European path. This war is a crime, it is a catastrophe that people are dying because of this, and that he is turning our brothers to enemies. He is sending 20-year-old boys into certain death. We only know this because we know from where they are shipping the bodies and where they bury them. Do you ever hear that Putin expressed his condolence to the affected families? I have never heard any condolence for the dead boys who are buried secretly while their parents are being threatened to keep quiet about it. This is also a disrespectful and reckless war in relation to his own soldiers. In that sense, it's not just a crime, it's evil, shameful and unforgivable. What's he hoping for? He hopes for full disinformation. Unfortunately, the minority of Russians get their information from independent sources. Most of them get it from the state-controlled media. Boris, are you sure that it's just the disinformation in mass media, which tells them that there is an alleged war against fascism and that they save Russians? Is this the only factor? I believe that lies and the repression of the truth is the main reason why people support Putin and why they support these Russian militias in their fight against these so-called Nazis and fascists. This is why they try so hard to cover up the deaths of all these Russian soldiers. It is way easier for them to discredit the opposition by calling them anti-Russian than trying to discredit a mother that is publicly grieving the death of her son or husband. And there have been some protests by those mothers, because most of us see our kids as kids and not as cannon fodder. I believe the truth about how many people are dying in this war would change the public perceptions within a couple of days.